Live at daybreak, this is 13 News Now.
Right now at daybreak, a medical helicopter crashes and erupts into flames, and months later, families are still waiting for answers.
And the fix is in how the state plans to put more teachers in Virginia's classrooms.
If they just appear on our doorsteps, we won't ask questions. We just want them back.
A mystery that has some people saying, how could this happen? A local shelter says that someone stole kittens. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lucy Bustamante.
And I'm Andre Sr. We start with breaking news out of Gloucester County now. A 29-year-old woman is dead after a shooting on Bellhaven Drive. Now, another victim is in the hospital fighting to stay alive.
Investigators aren't saying too much about the case, just that Helga Frost was dead when they arrived at the scene just after 10 o'clock last night. We're going to be sure to update you as soon as more information comes in.
All right, switching gears now to a live look outside of town center. It's a chilly morning out there, and a bitter blast of cold, really cold air is moving in.
So let's check in with Tim. I mean, we're talking drastic here, Tim.
Yeah, it's going to be big changes coming our way in the next 24 hours. But this morning we have a nice sunrise taking shape. The sun doesn't officially come up for about another 40 minutes from now. And we'll see a fair amount of clouds today. And you're out the door. It's kind of chilly in the upper 30s and low 40s. But that cold front, Arctic cold front, comes on through here later today. It gets windy and bitterly cold overnight tonight with those wind chills down to around 10. In some spots. 43 right now, Newport News, 38 Chesapeake, 39 in Ahoskie, 43 in Hampton, 38 in Suffolk, 43 Elizabeth City. There's that front off to our north and west. It's got some snow showers associated with it. A lot of that staying to our north. We're going to have a separate clipper system that may bring us our share of some snow flurries by early Thursday. But look at these numbers as we go through the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, 7:45. Whoa, Nelly Furtado, it's going to be cold. 15 degrees out there by Norfolk tomorrow morning, 10 in Franklin, 11 out in Chesapeake, and through the afternoon, not warming up very much, still feeling like it's in the 20s in a lot of areas with air temperatures in the low to mid 30s for afternoon highs. So 60 today, partly to mostly cloudy. That breeze kicking up, gusting to as high as 30 miles per hour. We'll talk about when things do warm back up and those snow chances coming up in your full forecast in a few minutes. For now, let's get a check on your roads with Lucy and Andre.
Haven't heard Nelly Furtado's name in a long time.
That's outrageous pandages for you.
Yeah, all right. As we look live now at the Traffic Network maps, you can see a couple of trouble spots around Hampton Roads right now, so let's check them out. First, the I-264 Berkeley Bridge area. The headlights on the left are headed toward the downtown tunnel. Volume is picking up and traffic is slowing down from Norfolk to Portsmouth. Now to the HRBT. Traffic on the left side is headed to Hampton, and you can see things are picking up in both directions this morning, but nothing too crazy to speak of at the moment here, just heavy volume. And finally, a steady line of cars headed toward the base on 564, and things are slowing down. Take it easy. Headed out there this morning. Well, I was a kid when this came out, but I still remember it. This is 1985. This morning, Amtrak celebrates a major milestone in Norfolk.
5 years ago today, passenger rail service returned to the city. And since then, more and more people are riding the rails in and out of Norfolk.
Yeah, Elise Brown is live this morning ahead of a big celebration for it this morning. Good morning, Elise.
Hey, good morning, Andre and Lucy. As you guys mentioned, ridership is steadily increasing, has been steadily increasing over these last 5 years. According to the city, 155,000, actually a little bit over 155,000 people rode Amtrak this year alone. They say that's a 6% jump from 2016 and a 22% increase since its launch in 2012. Now, a little bit ago, a train just left. People were heading to New York, very excited, some of them riding Amtrak for the first time. Now, this is just kind of the beginning of the celebration, some of the happiness here this morning, starting at 7 and going all the way till 1 o'clock today. There's going to be some refreshments, and people can also enter into a raffle to win MLB tickets and Washington Wizards. Live in Norfolk, Elise Brown, 13 News Now.
All right, Elise, thank you so much. We have some breaking news out of Portsmouth to tell you about now. Police are looking into this possibly suspicious SUV fire here. You're looking at the scene from overnight at the intersection of Jefferson and 8th Streets. No word yet on any injuries or what sparked the fire, but you can see the damage to the interior of this white Mercedes SUV. We'll keep checking in with police and pass along any new information we get from them.
Well, it's a crisis plaguing classrooms across the Commonwealth.
Yeah, we're talking about a major shortage of teachers now. The Department of Education says 1,000+ teacher jobs went unfilled last year. And now Governor Terry McAuliffe is fronting $2 million for the teacher licensing and retention programs. This also allows more colleges to offer undergrad education majors.
Seeing this kind of initiative in education, not only professionally is exciting, but it's exciting personally too, because it impacts the next generation.
Lynchburg College is one of several revamping its own program, and by the fall of 2019, the college will become the first higher education institution in the country to use a mentor coaching model.
Well, investigators will return to Isle of Wight today to find out exactly what killed a construction worker. It happened at a housing development off of Brewers Neck Boulevard. Deputies tell us that the contractor was using a piece of heavy machinery. Something happened with that machine and killed the contractor. That's it. Now it's up to OSHA to find out exactly what happened.
Foul play is not expected. This was an accident here, a very tragic accident this morning.
So the builder, Ryan Holmes, is not commenting at this point.
An arrest is made after a deadly shooting in Norfolk. Police arrested Gary Drew Jr. yesterday, and he's accused of shooting a man on Ivalou Street early Sunday morning. Claude Smith did not make it. Drew faces second-degree murder charges in this case.
So the first lawsuits are filed months after a deadly medical helicopter crash in Perquimans County. It says that not enough was done to prevent this huge tragedy.
Mary Bartlett was a patient aboard Duke Life Flight. It was back in September when she was being transported from Elizabeth City to Durham County. She didn't make it. The chopper crashed and killed all 4 people on it. Now Bartlett's family, along with families of a nurse and pilot, are suing. The lawsuit targets Eurocopter, who built the chopper, and the manufacturer of the engine. They claim that Safran USA knew of, quote, the potential engine fire and failure situation, yet they sat on their hands and did nothing, end quote.
So the lawsuit puts the blame on the pilot. They claim that emergency procedures were simply not followed.